There we go. Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. It's early in the morning. Can you guys hear those crows a-crowing? I don't know if you guys can hear it. Anyway, it's early in the morning. I think right now, let me see, on my watch it's like 7:20, and I am heading into Destin. Why? Because of the Audi RS5. Yeah, there you go. If you looked at the stats for this car, starts out at 440 horsepower. It's not bad, not bad. You know, it's a turbo, twin turbo in there. I think the same one that's in the Porsche Panamera. But you know, maybe we can get this over 500 horsepower. We're gonna find out about that today. Plus, we're gonna meet up with my friend Walter from SHF. Somewhere along the road, we'll run into Walter. Let's go do that right now. Close the door. What? Look at that. Brings out the seatbelt. Oh my goodness. I think I've only ever heard of that on the 560 SEC Mercedes. And I've never actually seen it, so I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I haven't. All right, let's get this bad boy started up. Here's the button on the brake. All right.
Turn left.
Trying to catch
then
up
turn
with
left
Walter.
on Greensboro
there he
Highway.
goes. I see him. Walter Keller. Uh-oh. It's kind of bumpy over here. Look at that. Walter has
hit the biggest pothole in the whole parking lot.
I know. You chose the worst parking lots. Look at you with your Abarth shirt on.
I'm checking. He's filming me. I'm checking in with the CEO of my progress.
Nice. Okay. Nice. All right. Let me get some footage of the Abarth before my camera dies here. There we go. So check this out. Walter is going to try to see if he can get this Abarth over 200 horsepower. We'll see that here not long from now. So just stick with us. All right, check it out. So we're here at RaceChip. There's Walter with his cool Abarth shirt on. And there's Austin.
How's it going, guys?
Right there. So today we're gonna give some horsepower boost.
Oh yeah.
To your Abarth and the RS5 out there. So put in the RaceChip.
Plug and
how
play.
does this work, Austin?
So it's a plug and play tuning box. Installation's under 15 minutes. Nice thing about our product is you can actually reverse it without writing onto the ECU, so you can maintain that factory warranty simply by unplugging it before you go visit the dealer.
Right.
So we're gonna do the GTS and the GTS Black, which is our premium product here. Again, plug and play. We're gonna go ahead and open it up. You can see what the box looks like. It installs in the engine bay, kind of hidden out of place, so nobody really knows it's there.
Okay.
Since we're not writing the ECU, you simply unplug it before you go to actually go get some service done, and it goes right back to stock without any codes being written on the ECU itself.
Okay, so and then today we're gonna do like before and afters on the dyno.
Yes, sir.
Can anyone that comes in do that?
Yep.
Or?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what the Abarth really has from the factory.
Oh yeah.
They say 170, but
We'll see. We'll see. We'll push it up to 200 though. That's for sure.
It's been a couple of years too.
Oh yeah.
it's only got it's just going to turn 30,000.
No, yeah, it's
So
still
it's
new.
like new.
It's still totally new.
Yeah.
We'll get
It's a classic.
We'll get
Yeah,
200 out
classic.
of it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do all that now. We'll take you guys along for the ride.
All right, guys. Besides, you gotta remember, this thing was really tight.
Some KY and a shoe.
Yeah, they don't give you no room to play in here.
That was spinning it up.
What? How do we read this?
If you want to see crank or wheel.
Yeah, start with crank.
Right on. Right on stock.
171.
Yeah. Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. And 183 torque.
Yeah.
So what does it go? What is it to the wheel?
150 and 160.
Okay. That's like within the like. 20,
Yeah. I sold 147 before we started.
Yeah.
No, that's good. It's a good looking curve too. It gets right into the torque and it just stays there all the way up to 5,000 RPM. It's a good looking curve actually.
Nice. How many pulls do you guys do?
We'll do at least 3.
Okay.
Probably if not 4.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say we'll fix this at the end where it's dropping off
So-
with our tune.
so-
Yeah. It'll carry it a lot. It'll carry it a lot better higher on.
Smoother.
Yeah. You'll see a big jump up here and it will stick throughout the whole thing.
So is that?
I was stock. That was totally stock.
So that's good then.
Yeah.
A good starting point versus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they advertise they give.
I can't remember what the top. I can't remember.
I think it was supposed to be 170.
Yeah, the car's based to 170 stock. 171 ain't bad for a 7-year-old car with 30,000 miles on it. Not at all. That means you kept it in good health.
It doesn't get raced. Let's put it that
That's
way.
why. That's why. Those 1 mile commutes. We got a little too much air in here, and then you can see that it adjusted for itself again. So that's usually kind of what we're looking at in the beginning one, because we're changing the air to fuel ratio so dramatically that we're adding like 3 more pounds of air in there, and then it needs to overcompensate with fuel. So usually the first run's a little like that. So normally when we do the tune, we suggest run the car 25 miles and then hit the dyno, but since we're doing a little before and after, we're gonna kind of do the time crunch. So that was the first time he was kind of cycling the engine a little hard, just to try to get the sensors to be able to identify. So like I was saying, with our tune, we definitely pick up where it falls off in the back end, which is where you're seeing all the gains, but we should have more gains up throughout here as well too, which I can see on my side. It's just the air to fuel ratio adjusting. Yeah, should be a lot flatter.
This is not tuned yet.
It's slowly introducing the tune.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're staging in the tune.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, you can't just turn it up to 11 and go.
Okay.
So we stage in the tune slowly.
So it came up to the 180, is that what
Yeah,
I see?
yeah, which we're building up here at the end. So you can see
Yeah.
we're making way more power than we were stock.
Right.
So what I'll do is I'll pull that blue line away so it looks a little bit better. And then the next one, you can see the power starting to be built, and then it should actually stay about here the whole time and stick up. It shouldn't have this drop off anymore. The peak coming up, I don't want to introduce the boost too early. That can be really bad for the engine.
Oh, okay.
So what we're doing is we're staging more boost. I just picked the boost up from 4 to 5, so it should get more linear up at the top, and we shouldn't have the dip anymore. So it should definitely be a little bit more linear. You can still see there's a little bit of a dip stock here, and it's a little overcompensated, so I picked the boost up here, and it should help to smooth it out a little bit more.
Okay.
More even climb.
Yeah, it should. It should. Like I said, always staging it in, so we don't want to turn it up too high, and we want to bring it in a little bit better. 93s running a little bit higher octane too, so there's a little bit more room for adjustments.
.183.4. See how it's starting to climb up.
I'm only looking for about maybe 10 more foot-pounds here, not a ton. And then same thing with the horsepower. We don't want to give it too much too down low, and then when it gets higher in RPMs, then you can really bring the extra power in. But
So
you'll notice it'll pull
how
on.
many horsepower do you think it's going to get to?
I still think, I don't know how much more peak we're gonna make overall, and the peak's just measuring the change. But we should be making at least 5 or 10 more horsepower and foot-pounds of torque between 3,500 and 4,500. So or maybe 4,000 to 4,500 is where I'm trying to adjust now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm happy with the way everything looks back on the back end. Just want to bring this curve more consistent of an advance throughout the whole time. But yeah, so 183 up from 150 at the wheels already.
Okay.
So that puts you...
Wait, hold on a second. That's at the wheel?
Yeah, that's the wheel.
Oh.
That's wheel horsepower.
Okay. Yeah, my brain is not so at the crank, what is that then? Okay, I didn't realize that was at the wheel. Sorry.
210.
What?
Yeah,
210?
We'll get you at 200.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Oh, that's at the wheel. That's
And
actually
that's
pretty good.
Over
at the wheel.
200
yeah.
foot-pounds of torque.
Okay, that was throwing me off.
This
That's
is at
a-
the crank.
that's-
This is now at the crank.
That's the engine, okay.
Yeah.
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 But
That's
yeah,
pretty
you're
good,
still
right?
almost 200 horsepower at the wheels
Yeah.
with what we're adjusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that could come up to
we're-
close to at the wheel. It's going to come up to like 190.
Yeah, we're at 31. Yeah, it was 189. So yeah, we're at 31 horsepower gain and 22 foot-pounds at the. Yeah, but we should be able to make a little bit more than that.
Okay, that's pretty good.
This one's a little bit more. There's some heat soak on that one.
Is that what the color's different?
No, the color's different for each run.
Oh.
But the heat affected that one a little bit more. You make one more adjustment. Leave it on Michael and we'll let it cool for the next one. There's definitely heat soak on that one. Oh. Your boost is right there, so it might be a little tricky to get to.
Oh, it doesn't look that bad.
No, not at all. But your map's right there. And then your boost is that sensor right down there, which just moves right out of the way.
Well, if it wasn't, if the connectors weren't on top, you just won the prize for the shoehorner prize. You got
There's a lot in
shoehorn
there.
to get the engine in.
This thing is tight.
There is a lot. I think that's why there's. So you see that big red cable? That's the battery.
Oh, going.
Yeah,
Somewhere to the
terminal.
back.
Yeah,
There's
just
no
if you want
place
to
to
jump
put a
it.
battery.
Yeah.
That's probably in
Well-
the trunk. Not even.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
because
that's
it's
where
got your
they're.
wheels. Sometimes it is like underneath that, but I think it's probably in your trunk. And you have the full magnetic suspension too, adjustable coilovers. Can you do it? Or you need help? B?
Oh, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with this, an air intake, same kind of thing. It doesn't really add that
no,
much.
I saw a guy that had the full downpipe, full exhaust, full intake, and this thing was so loud and it ripped so hard.
Oh, okay,
It was
so
a big difference for this car. Just because they're a little bit heavier, because we got all the tech in the car.
Yeah.
Wrong way. Flip it over. There you go.
so if when you install or uninstall this, something with the keys.
Oh yeah, you can just move the keys as soon as you lock it, move it inside. Worst case, you get a quick check engine light for there being no sensor signal, and then you just cycle the key on and off, and then it clears itself by itself. So
Oh, okay.
it's just basically saying, like, oh, I didn't see any sensor, any signals coming out of that sensor, so
Okay.
just does a quick check engine light. But you literally turn the keys on and then off, and it goes away by itself. Open the door once. You getting it?
So it's under that.
Yep. And since you got the app, you have no reason to ever touch it ever again.
Okay.
And we'll put the unit right there. For right now, I need to leave this exposed because I'm gonna go ahead and use it. But we'll,
Okay.
you can go, you can zip tie this one, Michael. You can actually go like this across the ECU, or you can come to this side if you
So
want.
when I do my oil change, I don't really have to take it out, right?
No, because it's pretty incognito right now. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
I'd actually go around like this. Trying to do something with this. And the horsepower gain's not gonna be huge on this, but the torque is massive, and you really feel it.
That's the thing, yeah.
You really feel it.
Well, in all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah.
why you feel it. Ready whenever you are. my friends, is the RaceChip
that's smooth.
curve right there.
Yeah. 187.
Let me get rid of the other two. You can shut it off. I'm done with it.
Wow, it got to 187 at the wheel. This is at the wheels, right?
That is real horsepower, correct.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's your before and after.
So
you can see stock. You lost all your horsepower and torque at about 5,200, and you can see it smooth like butter all the way through.
Wow. That's really cool.
Consistently over 200 foot-pounds too for 500 RPM, and then it's just barely falling off. But nice curve. You can see it matches. So we do have a little bit of a dip, but it's matching that same stock dip on both sides. You can see it dips again here and then comes back out. So we don't want to change it too much because sometimes engines are specific. This one has like a hydraulic exhaust valve, so it's actually getting changed by oil pressure. So we can't go in and actually manipulate the oil pressure, but what we can do is we can improve based off the stock curve.
Right, that's good. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
45 horsepower or 45 foot-pounds and
torque.
Oh yeah, foot-pounds of torque and almost 40 horsepower at the wheels.
Nice. What do you think, Walter?
Slow, right?
Cool.
That's pretty good.
The best part.
You want to drive it.
The best part will be the driving part.
Yeah.
And then there's your crank.
Yeah. So from
215.
171 horsepower to 215.
And from 183 to
So
234.
That's 44.
Horsepower
Yeah.
and 50 foot-pounds.
Pretty cool.
And that's of course 50 foot-pounds at its peak, not including how much it creates across the whole
What
power
I want to
band.
figure out is like for the dollar what that comes out to, because that's like we'll
It's
calculate that.
$400, so
Yeah.
it's about 10 horsepower for every $100. Now
Yeah,
you talk about
that's pretty good.
an intake and a downpipe, you're talking about $1,000 for 15 horsepower.
Yeah.
So it's the best bang for your buck, pun intended.
Absolutely, that's pretty good. Wow.
Proof's in the pudding. You can't make up the dyno numbers.
No, I know, man. That's cool.
I'm happy with that. I'm real happy with that. And you're even getting your max sooner and your max horsepower later. So it's building horsepower
it's
throughout the
coming up
whole
faster.
curve. Yeah. So that means it'll push the whole way to red line.
Right. You're
It
not
really
just
will.
at the.
Yeah, whereas stock, you're losing after 5. You might as well shift at 5
Well,
because you're losing.
how often are you at 5?
Yeah, well now you can.
Yeah. I mean, better to start earlier,
Yeah. Not anymore.
especially in town.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
All right.
From light to light. All right, so here we go. Here goes the RS5. Coming up to the dyno.
Back up and come in again. Perfect. One of the blocks. No, you're okay. It's not that low.
That all-wheel power. All wheels.
Quattro.
Yeah, watch it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Quattro.
Telling you.
I have no problem with it, man. It's cool. Quattro's
It's fun.
Quattro's Quattro.
Yeah. Once you get a Quattro, you can't go back.
Well,
I know I can't.
Off the hood, please.
Okay.
Holy
Wow.
shizzits. My ears are ringing.
Yeah, that's way too long. What are you up to? 150?
330.
Yeah, that was too long. That wasn't a super good pull. See, that's choppy.
That's 3 other tracks to hold it. So.
$380's a little bit better.
Much better. What's the issue?
Cooling it? Okay.
Just look at how nice that is. It's running 2200, so we'll bring it down. Just try to hold it. I think your traction control kicked back on.
You going up to 4th or
Fifth.
5th? Feels like it did it, right?
Yeah, it had a really long pause right at $4 grand.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell that was.
That's really weird. Let's see what it does this time. That time it did it at a totally different spot.
What is that?
I really don't know. Is it exceeding its torque limits or something that it has
so
set?
I'm gonna back it down to map. Let it cool off for a little.
All right.
Did it do it that time?
No.
No, yeah, it didn't feel like it did.
No, and that's why it looks like that.
Yep.
Oh.
There it is.
Yeah, that was still on map 5.
Yeah, that's still on map 5.
So what did you guys change?
It was something with the individual drive mode.
Yep.
Oh.
Drive mode, we put it on dynamic instead
Yeah,
of
now it
individual.
worked. Now we're
And
fine.
that, okay,
So
yeah.
it's just with the drive mode. So,
So yeah, so that mode is locked off for all of that.
yeah.
Okay.
But that's what we're looking for.
Okay.
It's gonna get better though.
So that's 416
That was only map. That was
at
only
the
map
wheel?
5. Yeah, that was only map 5 though. So we have 2 more up from that.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to back it down to see if that was the issue. So it's not
But
torque
it's-
limited.
yeah,
it's
it's
looking
still
really good. That's
yeah.
a good looking curve the whole way through. You want consistent. Yeah, you don't want it to like get wider or narrower. You want it to be that consistent band all the way throughout. So that's a good looking curve.
All right, cool. Glad we figured out
Yeah.
what that was.
Yeah, it's damn electronics.
Yeah, man.
We'll let it cool off. We'll do one more and then we'll take it.
that do?
It still fell off again, but it came right back in and built more. So it's still building more power, but it dropped again.
I can try it again if I
Still wonky. Still dropping off. So I think from here I'm okay with it. I'm gonna look at the data and see if it's running a little too much boost in the beginning. But
Okay.
do you mind if I take it out on the street really quick?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Austin is taking it out on the street dyno.
Yes. Apparently not.
Yeah. Let's see what.
The verdict.
By the way, Walter, this is a German Mustang.
It feels great. It was absolutely the dyno.
It's the dyno?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It feels great on the street.
So what numbers did it get to?
Wheel.
These numbers are at the wheel.
On map 5.
Yeah, so from 384 at the wheel to 416, and then at the crank, let's see what the at the crank numbers are. So here we go. So at the crank from 442 to 478. There you go, that's pretty good.
And then map 7, we got 498 and 540.
On 7?
Yeah, on 7.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So 7 you did on the street.
Yeah, well, 7s are the ones that still have the dips,
Oh, okay.
but we could still see the power it's building on the back end, which is where most of the power and torque are coming from. It just had the dip, which is just not pretty, but it's still making the power. But we're just finding that when the car's on the dyno, there's not enough load on it itself, so it's actually cutting the power going to the transmission, to the drivetrain, and then it's bringing it right back in as soon as it kind of
so safety
regulates.
stuff is kicking
Exactly,
in on the
exactly.
dyno, but on the street that's not
it's-
going to happen.
No, not at all. And you can feel it as soon as you get in the car. It's pulling hard the whole way through.
Okay, awesome.
Closer to the action turbo right there.
Going in right there.
So your exhaust manifold is this long because it goes from the
Yeah, I mean,
backside
'cause-
right in there.
Yeah.
So it spools instantly. You'll see when you drive the car.
Oh, cool.
It gets into it.
Thanks.
You'll feel it from the first pull. Yeah, like I said, I've driven a lot of the competitors to this thing, and this one by far pulls the hardest out of all of them. Watch that. So it goes to 3, hit sport, 5, race. It's that fast. So it's instantaneous. There's no need to pull over, let the car reflash, none of that good stuff.
Just don't be on the
Just
accelerator.
just lift off the accelerator. So you got Eco, Sport, Race, and Race. You can actually go into fine tuning and change what map it correlates to. So move that down to 2, 4, 7. Go back, and then when I hit Race now, it'll show 7. I show
so
Sport
it
now, it'll
shows it
show
on
4.
there? Oh, okay.
When you hit Eco, it'll show 2.
okay.
So you can change those any way you want. If you want to turn it off for any reason, boom, instantly off just like that. So valet mode, a buddy wants to borrow the car, your wife, girlfriend, whoever wants to drive the car, you don't want them to have extra power, you can actually hit the off button, boom, it's right back on.
Okay,
So I would just leave it in race for right now.
okay, and you're gonna do some stuff,
Yep.
and that'll get
Yep. So actually,
that'll show up as an email, and I just
no, not even. So you go to settings. I apologize. Settings, and then flip that. Now it'll enable automatic updates. The next time it automatically connects to the RaceChip, it'll update it for you. There's no need to ever do anything like that. No email notification, nothing. The next time you connect to the RaceChip,
It'll just update it.
yep, and it takes 30 seconds. It's a real quick flash.
Okay. And then what about manually controlling that?
You can actually push it on it as well, so you can see as I push it, it'll change the timing,
okay, you can
just
do
like
it.
that. Yeah.
Either button.
Yep.
For
either
some
way.
reason you don't have your phone with you or whatever.
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Just like that. Just like that.
Okay, cool. Let me just get a close up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Very easy. So we actually updated the new app. You see there's 2 apps. Old one didn't let you do any of that stuff. It would just give you 3 modes. We wanted people to be able to change their drive modes. So we actually updated the new app with the new Bluetooth module as well, so it connects to all the brand new phones for the next at least 2 years. Of course, in 2 years again, we'll go in and update the Bluetooth module again as well. It's just technology. This went from Bluetooth 2.0 to 3.0 to 4.0, so we had to bring our Bluetooth chip in as well. Of course, we do new processors every once in a while too, so this is the 3rd generation of the GTS. So it just came out in February. So it's less than a year old, the newest, latest, greatest.
Awesome.
All right, I'll show you on your car too. A big need for it to be fancy. If you want to show it off, you can. So like I was saying, to remove it, you just grab this purple plug and lift up. And it'll actually slide out.
Will come out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, just like that.
And then what do we do with that plug?
Deactivation plug's gonna go right where the unit's sitting in here.
Oh,
So I can grab another harness and show you guys.
Oh, okay.
But it just sits right inside there.
And that's what we do when...
If you need to remove the unit for any reason.
reason.
For
Okay.
any reason, yep. In the worst case, what happens if you pull it off too quickly when the car has power, you get a quick check engine light, all you do is turn the car off, open the driver door, close it, start the car again, and that's just enough of a cycle for it to resend the signal back to the sensor, and it's okay, the sensor's back online. So it's not a permanent code or anything like that, just noticing a dip in sensor voltage.
Yeah, if we could do that one time just to show people what to do if they have to...
Yeah, to take it off, probably better in his car, or I can do it on...
No, that's fine.
My car is actually going to be the easiest to see.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Let me grab a deactivation plug real quick.
Okay.
So to remove the unit and revert your car back to stock, you're going to grab the purple FCI plug, simply pull back, and then take the deactivation plug, stick it right in, and lock it into place, and the car is immediately reverted back to stock for any warranty, service, or just revert it back to stock for any reason.
That's very easy, thanks.
Very easy, no worries.
Awesome.
There you go.
All right,
So this one is just, it's this one and that one. So your car is way easier than, or way harder than most cars, but most cars are under 15-minute installation, including zip tying and mounting.
So we're all done. Thanks to Austin, put in some work here. Walter, well, how do you feel?
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Ready to take your Abarth for a drive?
Ready to hit the interstate.
Yeah.
Spin some tires now.
Yeah, me too. So just give us like a wrap up, Austin.
Yep. So we just started with the stock baselines on the vehicle, just kind of saw what they could do, basically take some base parameters, watch the boost pressure levels, some ignition timing as well. We went ahead and applied the tune in a couple of steps, especially with the Abarth, and then we brought the tune, smoothed out the dyno curve, and got the numbers we were looking for. Same thing with the Audi, didn't take too much adjusting because the tune was already preset, but of course if you guys have any extra additions to your vehicles, you put on some extra mods, you can always stop by and we can make an update for you guys.
Right. So what was the over-under that we got on the Abarth, Walter? You want to...
The Abarth, I think on the crankshaft we went 40 horsepower.
Yeah.
And I think
put it over 200.
And I think about 210.
Yep.
And I think at the wheel we went from 140 something to 180
190. 187.
Okay,
almost 190.
Oh, wow.
Right. Yes. Impressive, most impressive.
Yeah, at least 20%.
And so money-wise, roughly, that's costing Walter about what?
That's about 10 horsepower for $100.
Okay.
Yeah,
even on a 1.4.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to do that mechanically.
Nope. No, unless you went with the bigger turbo, but still, even then, you'd have a hard time building that much.
Yeah.
So
awesome. So then on the RS5,
got about,
what did we get out of that?
I got about 70 crank horsepower and about 80 foot-pounds of torque. We got a little bit limited by the dyno and the load based on the dyno, but as soon as we took it out on the street, it was smooth right out and it felt really good. So you'll definitely feel it when you drive it. There was a little bit of an issue mechanically with the safety parameters, but again, it was just due to the dyno mode, but it definitely pulls really hard on the street, so I'm excited for you to drive it.
Yeah, me too. So money-wise, was that come out like the same thing?
It's just about 10 horsepower per $100. It's a little bit more expensive of a unit. It's running Ascent technology, which is a little bit more complex. Instead of being an analog running off voltage, it's actually sending data packets to the computer. So Ascent technology took us over a year to develop on. So really the proof's in the pudding by us being one of the first people out there with the 2019 and the 2020 RS5 already, that we do have a tune ready to go for it.
All right, very cool. So here's what we'll do, man. We'll keep up with you. And let me get Walter in there. And if you guys, if RaceChip comes up with any other stuff, we'll stop in and check that out.
Be happy to have you guys come back.
Yeah, plus we'll let you know. So now, how does warranties and everything work? I'm sure there's guys out there who want to know.
Absolutely. So the product, the GTS Black, comes with a 5-year product warranty, which is definitely going to last the life of the car, to say the least. And then it also comes with 3 years of free reprogramming. So if you get a new vehicle within 36 months of purchase, we'll actually reprogram the device and get you a new harness for free. If there is a price difference in the tune, we do ask that you pay that price difference, but you're getting another tune for about $100 most of the time. Most of the time, it is the same price.
Yeah, so like how I'm leasing that, I could easily remove
pull it
that,
off,
put it
ready
in.
for the next lease.
As long as it's a turbo.
Yep, exactly. Or supercharged. From 2008 to newer, we have basically every make and model covered.
Oh, cool.
Even domestic and European. And then as far as the warranty is concerned, you can actually unplug the unit, remove it, and then take it back in. Since we're not reading or writing onto the ECU, there's no factory footprint left over, so they can actually plug in and look at the values, and they won't see anything based off of that as well.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you very much
Thanks
for coming
for entertaining us here all day.
Thank you very much.
It's been fun. It was good meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
At SEMA.
Yeah, you as well. I'm glad you guys made it down.
See you next year.
Looking forward to shooting some guns.
Yeah, absolutely. That's gonna happen.
Yeah. Guns.
Yeah.
Guns and horsepower, baby.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to Florida. All right,
Thanks, guys.
we're out,
Have a
guys.
good one.
All right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff. We're out of here. Peace.